Well, welcome to episode 12, the last episode in this run-up to Sydney Knife Show. I've already been machining a bunch this morning. It's a bit of a big reveal, but I wanted to run through some of the changes I had to make to the fixture this morning so that I could run this special handle. I designed the fixture around 4mm thick stock. I want the inside machined surface flush against this top of the fixture. Because of the way I've machined that, the lip around that edge means that I've had to cut this into the fixture so that the inside surface will sit flat. The pattern on these exotic materials is on one side only. So I've cut further down on this unpatterned side for the interior, and I've left as little material as I can on the top surface so that I get the most effect of the pattern when it comes out through here. I just wanted to show that off as one of the things that you need to think about when using these exotic materials, how you're going to make sure that you get the most out of them. While the CNC is running those parts, I've got to finish off these first two prototypes. I'll be working on them one at a time, and I'll probably try a few different finishes on each of the knives. I need to set the lock, make sure that the back spacer and the screws and pivots and all that are all the right length, so that once it's put together, there's no sloppiness in the fit. Yesterday, I machined all the parts for the last knife, so all the machining is complete and done now. I've just got to get through all the hand finishing tasks, and I'll be ready to have some knives at the knife show. Prototype 2 is coming along really well. I've just got to carbonize the lock face and finish the hand sanding, and that one's done. Prototype 3 is ready for tumbling, and then I'll be able to do the same fit up tasks as I've finished on Prototype 2. And then Prototype 4, I've got to grind off all those tabs from machining. So it's a big day. I probably won't record much as I need to concentrate on everything between these three knives. I might show a few things along the way if things are going well. Otherwise, I'll show you some fancy knives at the end of the day. Continuing this episode later in the week, I didn't get everything done over the weekend, so I've taken a day off this week and I'm going to finish everything up today. Nothing particular went wrong or anything like that, just all the little bits and pieces to complete a knife always takes longer than what I expect. Shortening screws, shortening pivots, all those little fittings that all have to be adjusted, and the knife gets pulled apart, put together, pulled apart, put together. It just takes a lot more time than what I think. On the weekend, I got one put together. I wasn't real happy with the hand sanded finish. I'm going to revisit it and make a big improvement, and I'll show you what I mean. This is the one that I finished on the weekend. I've always had some problems when hand sanding the blade, getting this streak just at the bottom corner of the Spyderco round hole there. That corner of the round hole there is just scraping some of the grit off the sandpaper as I do it, so it leaves an uneven finish through that part there. I've spent a lot of time this morning trying a few different techniques, and this is the one that I finished up today. So if you compare that finish to that one, I think there's a really big improvement in the end result. So I'm going to pull this one that I've first finished apart and refinish that blade. I've tried using a really hard backing, and that's what was giving the best results. I tried some softer materials like this foam with the sandpaper over the edge. It got rid of the streak, but it left swirl marks as the sandpaper was entering the cut, the final finish. So I didn't want to use that. In the end, I tried a lot of different materials. It seems like it's not just the material, but there's some technique to it as well. So I'll pull this one apart and revisit it, and then that'll be all the knives ready for sharpening. I'll show you the end result of the new hand sanding method that I've been trying. I think it's a big improvement and a big leveling up of my hand sanding game. Here we have Prototype 2 and Prototype 3. You can see there's a big improvement in that hand sand finish. Being prototypes, I've tried some different handle finishes. This one is straight up tumbled, and this one is blasted then tumbled. My personal favorite would probably be this one, so in the future I'll be doing some more like that. Let me know in the comments which handle finish you prefer. Well, that's it, the last of the episodes of this preparation for Sydney Knife Show. I really hope that you've enjoyed following along the progress of these knives and the development of this prototype. If you're coming along to the knife show, please let me know if you've been following along the video series. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you at the show.